Hi, Ravens. My name is Ms Roenicke. I teach 8th grade language arts. This is my 14th year teaching, and I am so excited to be learning with these 8th graders this year. I had the opportunity of teaching many of them last year in 7th grade language arts. The picture in the bottom right corner is of Miss Lombard and I on Twins Day last year. Miss Lombard is my co-teacher in 2nd and 5th period. So some of you have the opportunity this year to learn with both myself and Miss Lombard in language arts. You can see our email addresses on the screen. Email is probably the easiest way to contact either of us if you have questions or concerns. I want to share some of the important learning we'll be doing this year in 8th grade language arts. This year, we'll be learning skills and strategies for reading informational text, reading and analyzing narrative, and poetry. Throughout the year, we'll be writing informational pieces, argumentative pieces, narrative, and literary analysis. We'll be learning skills and strategies for engaging in academic discussions, as well as presentation skills. Throughout the year, we will be teaching vocabulary and grammar. And then this year, we are so excited to be introducing, teaching, and assessing several of the teaching tolerance, anti-bias framework, social justice standards. So you can look forward to seeing those throughout our curriculum this year. One of the ways that you can support your student this year in language arts is encouraging them in their independent reading. It is important that students have active independent reading lives. We would love for students to be reading 40 to 60 minutes every day. It's important that students are reading consistently. We know that when students take long breaks between reading, that it really does take them out of that book, take them out of their independent reading life. So it's important that students are reading consistently. So we would love that to be every single day. Students do have choice over what they are reading. We really value and celebrate student choice at Robert Eagle staff. So students are welcome to be reading fiction. They can be reading graphic novels, nonfiction. They can be listening to audiobooks. Students can access those texts in several different ways. We have one of the most amazing librarians in the district, Ms Roenicke, and Ms Roenicke offers curbside library pickup from 11 to 1 on Wednesday and 4 to 6 on Thursday. Students can place holds on books in Destiny Discover, our library catalog, and then Ms Roenicke will have that ready to pick up at curbside library pickup. Or if your student just shows up on Wednesday from 11 to 1 or Thursday from 4 to 6 to the school, Ms Roenicke has a huge cart of options for students to just check out right there. So students don't necessarily have to put a hold on a book if they're looking for a new book. They can just show up at curbside library pickup. Students also have access to Libby and Hoopla. So every Seattle Public Schools student has a Seattle Public Library card that is already set up for them. We have shown students how to use that library card to access Libby, which is a tool that allows them to access ebooks, audiobooks, graphic novels, and they can just log in to the online browser or they can download the app. Hoopla is a streaming service that they have access to through Seattle Public Library, and Hoopla has the largest collection of graphic novels. So if your student loves graphic novels, please encourage them to get into Hoopla. We have already had students set these up, so they should know how, but if they have questions, please ask them to reach out to us. We would love to work with them on accessing Libby and Hoopla. I want to talk quickly about grading. So we at Robert Eagle staff do use standards-based grading. So you will see on all assignments a level 3, a level 4, a level 3, a level 2, or a level 1. Level 3 is meeting standard. Level 4 is exceeding standard. Level 2 means like they're almost there. They're approaching standard. And then level 1, they're beginning standard. That student needs a lot of support with that skill. You'll see two types of grades in the grade books. You'll see formative, which is 0% of their grade, and then summative, which is 100%. So formative is really practice. It's really our chance to see where students are at in meeting a standard or a skill. When you go into the grade book, when you go into the source, you'll see students will have a grade for language arts. Please make sure you click on that grade, either in the quarter grade or the semester grade, so that you can actually see the assignments. There are a few things that you'll see when you do that. You'll see whether the assignments are formative or summative. You'll also see if it's missing. So if the assignment is missing, if that student hasn't completed that assignment for me, you'll see a little red circle with an exclamation mark in it. That means that that assignment is missing, and then I would love for that student to go and complete that assignment. If you click on View, you can see the rubric that I have used to assess that skill or standard. So I want to show you really quickly what our Schoology page looks like. So when you click on our Schoology page, you will see the Teams meeting link, and then right below that, you will see our weekly calendar. So every week, in the folder for that week, in the description of that folder, I will give you a weekly calendar of what students need to do that week. That includes live class time, as well as what I expect for independent work. I expect that students are reading every single day during independent reading or independent work time. And then in the red is what the assignment is for students to complete during that time. So you'll see that on Tuesday, students had a reading response that they were working on, and that was due on Wednesday the 14th. Friday, students have a quick reflection for making assumptions. So I do encourage your students to get in on Monday and to go to each of their classes and to write down in their planner what they need to complete during independent work time. You can see the assignments for that week by clicking into that week's folder. So you'll see this week, the reading response is already posted. So if you click on the reading response, you can see that we work really hard to make sure that students have all of the resources they need, the scaffolding they need to be really successful during independent work time. So you can see here's a video lesson. This is actually me teaching this skill. You can see the directions as well as examples, and the rubric we'll be using to grade students. And students can actually just click submit in Schoology and write their response right there. Okay, thank you so much for coming to my short intro to 8th grade language arts. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'll put up my email address again. If you have any questions or concerns, I would love to chat with you about how your student is doing in 8th grade language arts. Thanks so much.